How we doing? What's going on, people? It has been a minute. Why is my YouTube chat's not showing? There you go. I'm better. I'm doing all right. Throat is recovering. Body is dying, but you know, here we are. How have you guys been? I've literally been so like checked out on like anything Haikyu related. All I know is that like Nishinoya is coming out, and then last night in the Discord somebody was like, "There's another SP Kenma," and then that got me really mad. But then, other than that, I haven't been checking up on anything. I've been doing my dailies, but that's about it. Pretty tired, but excited for SP tomorrow. Oh yeah, because you haven't pulled the other two. I don't know if I'm gonna pull Nishinoya, if I'm being totally honest. Like, I don't... Do I just make it a meme at this point where I just pull one copy of each? Yeah, so for those of you who missed it, there is an SP Kenma. Well, it's not like 100% confirmed that it's going to be an SP Kenma, but like there's an SP Lev, and it's like there's a picture of Kenma. Let me see if I can actually pull it up here. It's on the it was on the Haikyu Reddit. Let me pull it up for you guys for those of you who missed it. Haikyu Fly High. Not even logged in, that's fine. So the first image was, where is it? This one. So this was the first image. That was out. So people are comparing it to this image down here. And then they're just comparing head shapes and like, I mean, this is Kenma, right? Like you can see like little locks of hair. And then this is Lev. So yeah, no, it's fine. I think maybe because I was inactive for a little bit, YouTube sending out the notifications a little bit later, something like that. But anyways, so this image first came out on the Haikyu Reddit, because this is JP. And then if I scroll up, then this image came out. Now I don't know what any of this means, but at the very least you can see from the 23rd to the 5th, so 2 weeks there's going to be a Kenma. I don't know what this means, but I'm assuming this still means like SP. I'm assuming, so yeah, there is going to be dupe SPs. Apparently, if this means SPs, there's going to be another SP Kenma, and this time it's deployable, or his deployable wand will be with Lev instead of Hinata. Now the thing is with that, is it's very disappointing, in my opinion, because you have Yaku literally sitting right there. There was a thread about it, or maybe it was the same one. Hold on. Let's see. I believe it was the same one. Yeah, someone's like, Yaku literally exists on Nekoma and has deep respect and bond with Lev. And then we also need another SP Libero, because there's literally only one in the game right now, which is the Nishinoya. Which I guess, I mean, Komori technically kind of is too, because he has SP stats. But yeah, I don't see the point of this, to be honest. With Karai, oh Jesus, where the hell did he go? With Karai, went from UR to SP, and now he has all the specialty types, so that kind of makes sense. Wonder what they're gonna do with Kenma here. People are saying they might give him 2 setter types, so receive and maybe quick, because Lev is a quick type player. But yeah, really disappointing. I hope this isn't the start of a trend for the devs, just giving us some handful of characters as SPs over and over again. It's especially weird with Kenma because this guy should be really different to the other SP Kenma, and the clearest way to do that is give him a different specialty. But I don't know, we'll see. It's just it's so weird. I think Ung's losing aura, probably, but we'll get it back. Why focus on double SPs while other characters deserve one? I don't know. I honestly I don't know. Let's see. Should have been Yaku. Exactly. Everybody's like, should have been Yaku or Yamamoto. Dumbass choice. I mean, fair. What if they made Kageyama's first SP instead of a second Kenma one? I didn't even think about that. Oh. There you go. Yeah, re-releasing existing SP characters when there's still so many SR and SSRs that could be picked is a sign that this game is potentially on a downturn. That's what I was thinking. Immediately, I was like, oh my god, the longevity of this game is now like gone. Almost, because of this. If it's a new rarity, then that's a different thing, right? But I don't think it is. And then let's go check the original one. So right here. So yeah, Crazy Kenma is getting a second SP, maybe a quick attack type with Lev. That's just a theory. Yeah, they're just kind of chilling, I guess. So is it true that it's two different companies? Garena has nothing to do with JP? I guess that would make sense, right? And then this is what I posted in the group chat. I just took a screenshot of it. They have so many goddamn SSRs to turn to SPs, but no, let's re-release Kenma SP. They could even turn SRs into SPs, exactly. They should have just done a rebanner. The JP company is different. Yeah, that makes kind of sense. Make a Tanaka SP, that's what we need, exactly. Power type setter to pair with Bokuto and Ushijima, Oikawa or Akashi? Probably Akashi. Alright, so that's that. I do have this on the screen, so I got this from Red Panda. I don't think I redeemed this, or maybe I did already, but it's here, and his video was posted yesterday. So if you guys haven't done this already, this is for 5 memory tickets, I believe. So there you go. There is that. So in terms of updates, there was a update today for the store. So this is for not free-to-play players, but there is these new SP packs that came out. Now I'm not gonna lie, I mean, these ones are like whatever. This one is kind of worth it because, I mean, to some people, they only care about the SP tickets, and so with that being the case, you're essentially paying for 10 of this and 10 of this. Like, these two don't matter to you. But if you look at something with the same value, which is this, you get 10 SP tickets and 500 diamonds, and then the equivalency to memory tickets is only 5 here. So technically, you're getting better value here. I saw this. This is outrageous. this is outrageous. If this was 20, I would understand, but it's only 10. It's only half of what you need. So that is, yeah, stay away from that. But do pick up this because it says free. And I think they fixed some text or something in the story mode or something like that. I don't know. Let's see. Do you think Oikawa Trio is good with SP Kurai and Hirugami? Yes. What is the character you would like to see SP the most? Probably Yamaguchi. Or a Tanaka Yamamoto. So in terms of account updates, I think the only thing is I have fully maxed out my Kenma. I think I could get him into a higher like player rating if I change the potentials, but I've gone with 4 setter dumps and 2 sets. When I probably should have done the other way around, but anyways. In terms of my best team, this is not my best team right now. My best team is actually like this. Yeah, this is my best team at the moment. So for those of you maybe wondering, hold on, gotta fix this. There you go. This is my best team at the moment, and then I would be subbing in the back setter. Just because I have 2. I don't really need both on the court at the same time, I don't think. Maybe? No, that's the SSR one. This one just gives buffs. So I don't need them on the court together. Do you know the B trio are out? No, so it's gonna be tomorrow or tonight. It's gonna be, what's his name, Nishinoya, and then 2 weeks from now it's gonna be Sugawara, so the setter from Karasuno, the SR, and then what's it called? Then after that, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Bokuto. Now would they change it? Maybe. SP Yaku too, yeah, SP Yaku. SP Komori and Sakusa would be insane. That's the thing, I don't really know with like, I think there's a reason why they haven't released SP versions of these 3, because they already have SP stats. Like this is my Kageyama. He only has this is only one like copy of him. There's no dupes. Same thing with Sakusa, Komori. No, sorry, Sakusa I think has the second one. Yeah, I was able to get a UR thing. But pretty much like they're between 22 and 23,000. So if you give them an SP, are they gonna go like 25, 26,000? Because they're already better than you are. So are their SP's version gonna be better? Or if they make them the same, then that's kind of redundant, right? Like I don't really understand that. But anyways, Simon says, is 3 different sets of 2 potentials optimal? No, and I'll show you why. Because the additional stats you can get are really nice. So I think the best one I have, I don't think it'd be Kenma. It might be maybe Ushijima. So as you can see, I have 4 piece of Power Vibe, and then I have 2 of Power Rise. So your 2 piece. So in your situation or your question, all you would get is this 2-piece thing. You would get an increase to one of your basic stats by 15%, or like if it was one of the new ones, I think there's an awareness by 7% or something like that. That's power attack. That's block. What is this one? Oh, this one's awareness by 7.5%. But there's a couple out there for power attack specifically. So for Ushijima, you could do like 2 of these as well. But anyways, but if you look at the 4-piece here, increases awareness by 15%. When power spike is critical, increases strength by 10%. So I'm already building my Ushijima to have high awareness, so critical plays will happen, and critical power spikes will happen pretty frequently with him. So I'll get an increase of strength pretty often. So that makes more sense to me. If you look at the other one, Power Rise, he increases his attack technique by 10%, and when using a power spike, when scoring, he gets 5 stamina, which I don't really care about. Maybe on an Azumane or an Aaron, that might be worth it, but now with the new potentials, there actually is better ones for Aaron. I think it's this one. No, there's one where it's like it goes crazy. This one, when stamina is below 70 points, increase awareness by 10%, and then when recovering stamina, increases strength by 10%. So you can combo this with Aaron, with I think Yamamoto recovers stamina or something like that. Hida, I think maybe somebody recovers stamina over there, and then you can combo that, and then you just keep getting boosts. So that's why it's, in my opinion, it's better to do 2 and 4 rather than 3 sets of 2. Welcome to my TED Talk. All right, so let's see. SB Suna would be cool. M Dot's in the chat. What's going on, M Dot? Hotfix rewards, so a little quick 150 diamonds. So yeah, in terms of account updates, it's just been the Kenma, and now I'm working on my Tendo's potentials. Just because these are the characters I currently use at the moment. After I'm done Tendo's potentials, I think I'm just gonna start farming like XP and what else do I have? Let's see. Yeah, I don't have enough training manuals and bottles because I need to start preparing for the Beach Trio, and I'm assuming there's not going to be an SP booster that they just hand out. So I need to start preparing for training manuals and energy bottles, or whatever they're called, energy drinks. I need to start preparing for potentials and XP as well. I'm currently at 3 million XP, but again, for one character to get from level 1 to 80, for one SP character, it might be like 6 or... I'm not going to say it. 6 or more million XP. So I have to prepare for that because, as you can see, I'm only at 3. So yeah, once the Tendo potentials are done, I will start doing that. Yeah, so this is my receive team at the moment. Technically, you could put Ushijima in here, but team rating wise, this is the best team I have. My power team is just Oikawa and Ushijima. And then you already saw my receive team. My quick team is Kageyama and Kuro, I think, and Tsukishima. So this is my quick team. And then my block team is... I don't have a setter for my block team yet, so it's technically like... I have it lined up like this. This is my block team. So that's why I'm like... I could pull the SP Sugawara and then get the SP Nishinoya. I could do it. I don't know. Should I just pull one copy of every SP? Probably not the best financial thing to do, but you know, it could be fun. Yeah, and then what's going on, Tim? I'm doing better today than I have been recently. My body's in pain. My throat is in pain. What's the fastest way to get ends to sacrifice? Okay, hold on. There it is. So when it comes to like events and stuff, they will have in the store. So there's 4-star. There's no 3 stars in this one. So there's usually 4 stars and 3 stars. So you want to prioritize getting those. Go to trial store maybe. So here's a 4-star, and then there's 5 3-stars here. So maybe after you get your tickets, you want to prioritize that. Depending on where you're at. Like for me, I think for this one, I did tickets and then I did training manuals because I was low on training manuals for Kenma. But getting these 4 3-stars actually go a very long way because it makes leveling up characters consume a lot less XP. Because when you do the quick training for XP, or you're psycho and do it manually, then it will allow you to like you'll see like the XP required will drop from like, let's say you're going from level 70 to 8 or 5-star to 6-star, I should say. It'll decrease it from like 6 million down to like 4 million, which is, it's a lot for a lot of people. So it's worth it in that regard. Oh yeah, one thing I also wanted to mention. So my last stream I was playing Football Manager, and then somebody in the chat was like, yo, there's a new update for Haikyu. So I went into it, and I only had like 1 viewer, so that was funny. But I didn't do this on stream. I think I played 1 on stream because it was towards the end, and so then off stream I did this. But I really like this game. This was actually a fun game, so they need to release more stuff like that. Yo, my Discord name is Dig. If you do mind, just know that I'll have Nishino in a couple hours, and I have already pulled Hinata. I'll try to keep that in mind. So yeah, we're just doing dailies right now at the moment. So I'm interested to see what happens tonight, I guess you can say, with the Nishinoya update. So we will be live tomorrow. I actually need to double check my schedule for work, because if I am working tomorrow, then the stream will start an hour earlier. If I'm not working, it will start at the time it usually starts. So I'll shoot out a message in the Discord. Just an update. And also you guys will see it like scheduled, which I need to do better of. I need to schedule it way further in advance. I always schedule it last minute. So that's my bad. I've always had like one vegetable really low. I guess it's just right. Carrots, potatoes, and peas. I'm too lazy to go look at everybody's friggin' base and find the most optimal thing. I don't care. I don't care. Respectfully. So how have you guys been? How's you guys' weekend? Do you like triple clash? Oh yeah, triple clash is a new thing. Yeah, we'll do that in a second here. Triple clash is cool. The only thing is like I find myself simming a lot. Can you guys stop suggesting UI zoomies? That's the only thing I have. Yeah, so the only thing is like I find myself just quick simming because my team is just like better than a lot of people. So at the moment, it's not really anything crazy. But as we go here, I'm sure it'll get a little bit more interesting. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, triple clash is you set up 3 teams. As you can see, these are my 3 teams. And then you go up against people. You can challenge them and like play the games like yourself, or you can just quick sim it. So example here, it like in theory it might not make sense for me to do this one because this person's 3rd team is way better than mine, but it's best 2 out of 3. So if you win the first 2 matches, then you don't need to play the 3rd one. So I'm probably gonna win the first one. Oh no, sorry, not the first one. The second one. The first one I will win. It's just whether or not I'll win the second one, and if I don't win the second one, then I'm screwed for the 3rd one. But we'll see what happens. Their username is Mikasa Ackerman. She means I can kind of see it. This is their team 1. Their team 2 is decent. Yeah, their team 3 is crazy though. So let me challenge them. The thing is here, like what I would do is I would just quick challenge, because you can start and play all 3 games, but I ain't got time for that. But you can quick challenge it, and I won. So I just barely won the 2nd game. There's probably a strategy like that where you want to have your stronger team maybe in the 3rd spot just in case. I don't care. I don't care. Quite frankly, I don't care. So there you go. Those are my 3 attempts for the day. Again, I don't like spending diamonds on extra attempts for things. I will get the peak challenge in a second. Specialty trial for this week, I was close to 4 million, I think. And it depends on what you want to define as close. Shout out to Yuna for the sub on YouTube. So I got 3.3 million on specialty trial. Oh yeah, on the infinite trial, I actually got my things done. So I got 15 million. Shout out to Yuna with the follow on Twitch as well. So I got 15 million on the infinite trial last one, and I just got over 8 million on the second one. So I've completed all the infinite trial ones. I could go for higher, I guess, in the future, but I'm done with this thing. Respectfully, I'm tired of seeing this. So yeah, I will do peak challenge in a second because I want to do my practice match first. How close am I done on the Tendo potentials? 1, 2, okay, I still have 3 left to do. My potentials on Tendo aren't even that great, if I'm being totally honest. But see, yeah, I have a chance of getting one of these, so that could change things. I have a lot of like, I think it's awareness or like serve on the potentials. I'm almost at level 60, which I believe is the max as well for that. Let's see. So quick attack for Tendo is, it's okay. This one, another 2 quick attacks, but which one is that? Oh shoot, it disappeared on me. Why'd you do that, Mr. Tendo? Take a look. So it was 2. I think this one is probably better because look at that. It's like, well, there is block here. It's only 2% though. serve, save, set. Like, you know what I mean? I'd rather have quick attack, honestly. So I might swap that. What was the other one? Level 4? There was one more. Level 6. Yeah, I'm not changing that one. Alright, so we will swap this one. So equip. And then we will enhance. We will use the level 10. And then we'll use that to get to level 12. So there's that. And then, yeah, again, another serve. But there's quick attack in there. Again, receive not great, but there's block in there. Just not great potential on this guy, but it's not the end of the world. It's just for rating, honestly. Save. There's another block, but again, I'll take the plus 24 over the percent if I'm being totally honest. There is a potential here. Hold on. I'm actually going to equip this one, and then I'm going to enhance it by 3. Set. God damn it. Okay, never mind. We're gonna swap this one back out. Oh, this one has reflex. What the hell? Let's see. Serve again. God damn it. Okay, but we will use that. Get that reflex up there. That's done. Alright. So that's pretty much that. So now he's almost at 19,000. I do think I have him duped up actually. Is he skill res 2? He is skill res 2. What's my Sugishima at? Oh, he's also skill res 2. Wait, total skill 7. What's yours? 6. How the heck? Why is Tendo so much better than Ushijima? I guess he has better base stats maybe. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong thing. I'm pressing the wrong thing. Sorry, my OCD. I gotta fix that. Shout out to Yuda. What's going on? I was taken down by whales very fast. That's tough. Did you know that you can swap your team's places? Yes. How do I put my team forward for a team review? So right now the team review forum is closed on the Discord. Well, it's on pause. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to catch up to everybody's team, so the most recent person. And then I'll reopen it. And I'll let you guys know in a YouTube video, stream, Discord. I'll let you guys know. Okay, so let's go and do the challenge. So I'm 680, I think. My highest so far I've been is like 250. So I've been doing a lot better this season than normal. Let's see this guy's team. So he does have Tendo in the back. The reason why I like potentially going up against this team is that his Hirugami goes into the back row pretty fast. So then his only blocker is Karai, and then he's gonna go into the back row, and then I have to face Tendo. See this situation? I have to face Hirugami and Karai longer in the front row, and then Kuro also comes in, so I don't like that matchup. So we'll do this one. He is a power type team, so we will switch to block. So this is what I do, is I just kind of do the matchup how I see fit. And then... Is this stronger or... Yeah, it is. So, I like having the lineup specialty to begin. And then... Actually, do I do Kageyama? I think I'll bring in Ushijima. So then what I'll do is I'll bring in Ushijima for the Kuro here, and then I'll bring in Kenma for the setter here. That's kind of what I do. Have you got any suggestions on getting more XP? The main thing for me is get as high as you can in extreme training, so the stages, and then you'll get a better passive thing, because some people don't log onto the game for like 24 hours, maybe even anywhere between 12 and like 16 hours. You're gonna get a lot of XP. So that's my suggestion, is to always have like that as high as you can. Like for me, for example, I should be higher than what I am. I just keep forgetting about it, and then yeah, you just keep claiming it from there, because I get like, I think every 24 hours I do get like 100 and something thousand XP. I have to check that, but that is the that's the easiest way in my opinion. Because there's that, there's the gym, which, again, that just depends on your stamina consumption. Holy brother, I'm getting cooked. I should have made a sub. Thank God. Thank God. Alrighty. So the reason why I don't like going up against like these teams is because their team rating, like, if I had my best team out, like my receive team, like I would be fine with it. But because I switched my team up to get the specialty, I am like a lot lower than these guys. That's why I don't like doing that. Like this is a receive team? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is the receive team. EY is probably a power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this one's also probably a power. But with a bunch of SSRs, what the heck? Got yours on the bench. Interesting. Team specialty power attack. Yeah, because 1, 2, 3, 4. But this team looks a little bit better, so we'll go up against you. So already I have the team rating higher than my opponent plus the specialty type, and then I'll bring on better players afterwards. So that's what I find most optimal when I'm doing Peak Challenge nowadays, because I've been winning a lot more games by doing this. So I don't know if you guys want to copy my strategy. Would I call it a strategy? Not really. I'm not looking at my player skills and being like, all right, I'm going to put you in this position because it's going to do that. Other than like Hinata, for example, who I like having in the back row because of his skills. So what you guys been up to? I mean, since last... Well, actually, I forgot to mention it last week. I was going to ask people, like, are you guys watching the new seasons of anime coming out? Because January's got a lot from what I've seen. I mean, I'm only watching 3 at the moment, which is JJK Season 3. I'm watching... Was it Season 3 or Season 4? Whatever, the culling game. There's that. I've been watching Rerun Season 2. And I've been watching Sentenced to be a Hero. Those are the 3 anime I'm watching at the moment. And then I'm currently reading this one manhwa called The Greatest Estate Developer. Pretty similar to Solo Leveling in concept, but yeah, a lot different in execution. So currently reading that. I'm on chapter 66 out of 222. Pretty good. I would recommend it if you like Solo Leveling. Jovan says, how are you doing? I was looking at your channel earlier today, hoping you upload again. Yeah, so basically I'm gonna be streaming today, hopefully till 3. At the very least I'll be streaming till 2, and then the idea is for me to make another team review, or my first team review video in a while, as well today, and then maybe tomorrow. I have to check my work schedule, because if I'm working tomorrow I won't be able to upload tomorrow. That kind of sucks. This brother's got 192. Holy Jesus. He's got almost a maxed out Oikawa. Jeez, he's got a maxed out Ushijima. That's crazy. Yeah. See, the thing is, if this game had like a reason for me to like invest more into like multiple characters, then I might. But respectfully, like, I'm just not going to. What the heck? 194. This has to be a max dupe Aaron. Yep. My lord. Power attack, strength, serve. Well, he's got really good substats. Strength again, power attack. My goodness. Level 5 memory too, my lord. Okay, there's a 163 here. 1, 2, 3. He's got 4 mana blockers. We got a block type team. So I need to have Quick. Interesting. What is my quick team? It's Kageyama and Guro. 1, 2, and Tsukishima. Well, that's my team. So we will do that. And then I could keep Kageyama in, but no, Kenma's better-ish. Maybe I will keep Kageyama in for this game. But then we'll sub the back row setter instead. My Haikyu TCG arrived on Friday and I pulled some nice cards and I got 2 Kitas. Let's go. I mean, you said you know it's common, but like my favorite card in the set was also a common, so I wouldn't be too upset about that. Lucas says, "Hi, could you give me your thoughts on my full SP team I want to make?" Sure. Fire it away. How the hell did I type sun instead of sun? Well, shit happens. It's all good. Do a quick viewer check. So we got 16 on YouTube. We got 6 on Twitch. Not bad for disappearing for a week. Do I need to make a sub here? I think I'll take... I want to take off Sakuza. Because I want to kind of play Ushijima. I think I'll leave it for 1 more point. Oh, there's the 1 more point. Probably not a smart idea, but whatever. Oh, we won by a block anyway. Never mind. And I got 2 of the cage. Kenma Hinata. Damn, bro, I only got 1. And that is my favorite card in the set. See you probably power. My block team is 164. That's not too bad of a difference. I'm assuming Aaron gets subbed out for the libero. I think I'll refresh on this one. Damn, bruh. Oh shit, I'm 267. God damn. Yeah, no wonder I'm not getting any good matchups anymore. Oh yeah, you can see like your history, right? So how can you tell when it's defense? Defense successful. So yeah, I lost to this guy twice. He's 161. I don't know how, but yeah. So I've obviously won the 3 today. And then I lost twice. There's 3. So my 5 yesterday was 2 losses, 3 wins. Defense is 1. Jesus Christ, my defense cooked. And then I went another 3 and 2. There I went 3 and 2, but then there I went 4. I think I went 5 here. Damn, it doesn't show anymore. I promise I was cooking before that. I promise. What's my defense looking like? Ew. Oh, I have auto switch on. Well, I probably do want auto switch on, don't I? Screw it. And then we'll do this. Nope, that's the wrong one. Save. Alrighty, so let's go block. So that would be you. And then do that. Good evening, Iceborne. Is Triple Clash a permanent thing now? I think so. Because I remember in I remember seeing in JP like that bottom row with all the game modes. Like I remember seeing like a full row, and this is now a full row. So unless they like remove it and take something, remove it and then put something in its place, I don't think it is a time thing. I think it's permanent. So Lucas says Nishinoya, Oikawa, Iwaizumi, Ushijima, Tendo, Suki, and Kuro. That's a pretty good team. Yeah, there's nothing, there's no holes there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's a good team. Power based, Mr. Lucas. Yeah, we're missing the coach for the full bar though. There's a coach game mode? Did you see who will be the new SP on JP? Yeah, I did. We talked about it at the beginning of the stream, but for those of you who missed it, there is going to be an SP Lev and another Kenma, which is not great in my opinion. I pulled the manga Kenma, which is like 30 euros, still a negative though. Yikes. Yeah, so the oh, actually I lost. Let's just refresh. Doesn't make any sense in my opinion. They still need to add that thing. Did this guy just come back? What the heck? I refreshed and brother came back. 269. Nice. Who do you think the next SP Libero will be? It has to be Yaku, right? But now that they've done a re-release of characters, I'm scared that they're gonna do like another Nishinoya or another, I don't know, another thing that doesn't make sense, I guess you could say. What the hell am I doing? There you go. So I'm scared they're gonna re-release a Nishinoya or re-release a or not re-release, I guess release a Komori when there is like people like Yaku out there, which could definitely get an SP. But now that they've already done a Lev one, are they gonna do a Yaku one? Maybe Yaku with another Kuro? Like, it's so dumb now what they've done. M. Dot says SP Kenma over SP Kenma. Facts. I don't understand why they would do another Kenma when there's still so many great characters without an SP. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I think the main thing is like, well, I think not the main thing. I think an interesting thing is Kageyama and the Itachiyama duo. All three of them don't have an SP, and we know they have SP stats, so they very much are not, I guess they don't know the solution to that. Like, do they give them an SP just with better stats than general SPs? Like, they could do that. But I don't think they want to. Holy Christ. How am I down 4-1? Bro, this guy is cooking me. Hold on, come back. Hold on. Hold on. Oh my god, 4-1 comeback. Holy crap. That is crazy. Bulgaria versus USA type comeback. We could have had an SP Suna or something. Yeah, exactly. MDOT says, while I agree that there are so many more characters that deserve an SP, I'm not mad that the first SP dupe is Kenma. I'm just mad that there's SP dupes in general. Like, because I said in my Discord, I don't know if people saw it, but I was like, at any time that you have your user say, what's the point about a certain part of your game, that's very bad. Because then if you say, what's the point of this? Then you're like, oh, what's the point of this? And then you slowly like just want to play the game less. And the fact that the JP developers announced this Kenma as this one is out in global is crazy. Because at least like if you had your UR characters like UR Kuro, and you wanted to get the SP one, you would be like, okay, what's the benefit of me getting the SP one? Okay, he has a bond with another SP character, so if I get both of them, my team is gonna get exponentially better. Now, I'm assuming with this SP Kenma is that he's not gonna be exponentially better than the first one. I'm assuming he's just gonna have different, like it's gonna be a different option. And again, at that point, you say, what's the point, right? Even if they wanted to stay in Nekoma theme, they could have done Yaku Yamamoto. With the Lev, it 100% should have been Yaku. And then in my opinion, Yamamoto, the only one that makes sense for me is, what's his name? Is Tanaka. You could have done Tanaka Yamamoto. They saw how much I spent on Kinma, so they decided to give me another one. I think... Well, the thing is, apparently, Garen is the company for, I guess, just the English version of the game. Apparently, the JP devs are different. So, maybe? What? He tells me. Maybe the new Kenma isn't more focused on setting instead of dumping like the current one. Maybe. The only thing that makes sense to me is like if there's like a quick, like he's like, what's it called? If he's a, he has like multiple specialty types. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. They're different. I had no idea. Well, I don't know if that's confirmed because so just somebody on the Reddit said it. So somebody on Reddit was like, yeah, there's two different companies. I don't know how accurate that information is. But if that is the case, then, you know. Oh, shoot. He should be serve type, I guess. Shima. It is a new theme, so I would assume he would be different in some way. Yeah, he's... I don't know, like, what the theme actually is. Like, it's like... Like, you know how, like, Nishinoya and Sugawara is, like, after school? This is, like, during school. Shout out to Kaio for the sub on YouTube. Banana. I swear it's always the same one for... Yeah, it is always the same characters. Who said being strong at 6? That would be you. Ace. Nekoma. The new theme is called Final Exams or something like that. Great. Even more enticing, eh? Did he say concrete or soil? I think he said concrete. The translation on Twitter says Kenma Final Exams. Great. Just great. Things you love to see. I mean, whatever, right? Hopefully it's not another Hinata with a Kageyama. Oh my god, imagine it was a Hinata with Kageyama. Does Kageyama have like a deep bond with another character? Because what would his SP thing be? They don't have the Nishinoya one yet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even know. So like Tanaka is maybe Tsukishima, maybe. Because he don't really fuck with a lot of people, if I'm being totally honest. It's really just Hinata that's friends with everybody. Final Exams kind of scream Kita for me. I guess, I can see it. Okay, so we've done free time, we've done club, we've done all this. Do I have any extra tickets? No, I do not. So I'm trying to get Washi on this. I've only done, I guess, 5 pulls in the last time y'all saw. I got a couple UR tickets, so I think I've done 4 pulls on this. And I think I got a couple, looks like 8 SP tickets since last time ish. Currently on 160,000. Sorry, 100. Jesus Christ. Currently on 16,000 diamonds, which is equivalent to 106 SP tickets. So still got a long way to go in terms of getting all 3 of the beach trio comfortably. Friend recruit, I'm almost at 300. Memories, we had 66 tickets. Again, 0 on the pulls there. Haven't done that. I haven't done that as well. Oh, there was one thing. In the store, I got... well, let's first check this. Let's get these. Master Streak needs to reset first. Should I try to pull Osamu even though I don't have Atsumu at all? What I would say is I wouldn't spend diamonds on it, because what I'm doing is I'm also pulling on the UR banners. It doesn't make any sense for me to do it anymore, really. But I was pulling on the Bokuto one, I was pulling on the Atsumu one, and I was pulling on the Osamu one, just in case I got them, because I don't have those characters. And at the very least, if you don't pull him, then you reduce your pity for a future UR banner. If you do pull him, then you pull him. So that's kind of my mindset when it comes to that. Will you go for Beach Trio dupes? Fuck no. Who do you think I am? Praying at least Bokuto comes home. I got a total of 67 tickets. Nice. Levi's in the chat. What's up? Arthur says, should I pull for Osama UR, wait for the SP one? The SP one won't come out for a while, so you could pull for him. So yeah, what I was gonna say is I have enough for another cheer squad. I don't know. Again, I think that was from the specialty trial. So I can purchase a new cheer squad. So we need to do that as a gang. So let's see. There's this is winter wear. That's new. What is this? Oh, okay, I see. Also, will the beach trio be SP or UR? SPs. SPs. So the reason why they're called Beach Trio is because their theme is like them at the beach. Like Bokuto, what's Bokuto doing? He's like riding. Is he like surfing? No, he's not surfing. He's like riding a floaty or something. Akashi's just got the drip on, and then Ione's building a sandcastle. So let's look at my cheer squads at the moment. So I already have Yachi schoolwear uniform. So we have Yachi uniform, we have Datotech, we have Shimizu uniform, we have Albajosai Karasuno, Jozenji. So I don't have Shiri Torizawa, and I don't have... who else? I guess they're winter wear, but I don't think I want to do the winter wear. Oh, here we go. Let's see. So there's sportswear. Can I see their stats? I can't. The power serve. I think I already have like a lot of... So I've received save, power block, quick serve, set serve, quick save, quick saves. A lot of quick saves. So I want to get something with at least 1 power. And then that is... So these are the 3 I have active right now, I think. Yes. I could also put Albert Josai in. Basic stats by 47, team morale by 5. Okay, they're the same. Are they all the same? Oh, they are all the same. Never mind. So I do want to get something with power at the very least, and it looks like maybe block. I have 1 block. Serve, set. Maybe power and set. Something like that. I don't think... Can I get the... I hate how I have to go like all the way back. Can I get... Tanaka's sister? No, I can't. Okay, so that's good to know. So Inarizaki... Gosh, now I gotta go back because it doesn't... Oh my goodness, what did I just do? Nope, that's not it. My Twitch chat's gone. Hold on. Yeah, there you go. Pressing buttons. So Inarizaki, I'm assuming is gonna be quick. Oh, they're set and serve. I don't mind that. Shiratorizawa is power block, so that's also not bad. Didn't is Alba Jose power block? That's Date Dex power block. Kukuradani's what? Quick block. Don't need quick. Then there's Winterwear, she's quick receive. Nekoma's block receive. I think I just go Shiratorizawa here. I think that's the play. Drop says, wait, you're live? Yeah, yeah, we're trying. We're trying here. I think this is the last thing I'm doing before we go into team reviews. Shiratorizawa. For Chase. Boom. Cheer Squad unlocked. Peak challenge. Thank you. What is this? I got a new portrait. Wait. Nice. So are they like... They're just there? They're just here. So let's upgrade these guys. Are we gonna hit 10k on the rating bonus? It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. Oh my goodness. 10,007. Let's go. Nice. And then yeah, they're not gonna be good in their 31 and 3.5. Yeah, that's fine. Cool beans. Yeah, so that is that. I think I've covered everything. There's actually a store here. Get some more bottles. And then I think this store I didn't do either. So that. Okay, so I've done these two stores. Champions Trial, I don't have any. I only have 50. So I've done those stores. I've done this store. I've done Triple Clash, Trial. Match streak resets again later tonight. I guess I could do more extreme training stages. 179, yeah. But I'll do that probably off stream if I remember to do it later. And then club, free time, base, recruit. All right, I think we're good. So now you guys get to see the wonderful transition, which involves my beautiful background. And then Discord. All right, so I need to remember who the last person was for the team review. So I will actually, hold on, let me get my music back. OBS, please. I'll drop it down to 20. And then do this. And then I need to lower it for myself. I can hear myself. And then back to Discord. So the last one I have is Kaito. No, that's upcoming YouTube video. Ah, shit. Why is it not in order? Was the last thing I did was a YouTube video? I thought it was a... Hold on. I thought it was a stream. Let's figure this Nike stuff out together. No, I don't want to switch channel. Please, YouTube. Alright, let's take a look. That was 6 days ago. That was also 6 days ago, so maybe it was a YouTube video. But anyways, we'll do the last live stream. So does anybody else play daily Haikyu on a full day? You'll see my YouTube video later. So JLac was next. I don't know why I minimized it. So there's Kaito. Where the heck? Okay, so it was here, right? Where the heck? Shout out to Arthur for the sub on. Wait, for the sub on Twitch? Oh, he's up with the Prime. Let's go. Shout out to you. So again, if you guys do have Amazon Prime, you get 1 free sub per month. So if you want to use that on me, I would much appreciate that. So yeah, what did you miss? Nothing. We just finished the dailies. I'm trying to find friggin' somebody's name. I think his name was like J-Lac or something. Gosh darn it, I should have had this prepared. J-Lac was 25 days ago at that point, so it's gonna be 30 plus. 30 plus. It looks like I did all of these. What the hell is going on? Oh, don't tell me because it's 30 plus it like stops sorting it. No. There's no way. Don't tell me you did that. It doesn't look like it though, because I've read all these. Okay, now these ones are unread though. Was it this one? Brother left the server. Can I get tips to improve rotation? Bro, I'm so lost. But he left the server anyways. What day was that? December 19th. So I guess we'll just do it by date, I guess. What is this? December 18th. December 22nd. Okay, so it was somewhere here. So, okay, this was the last one I did. So I guess we just go from here. And then there was somebody on YouTube. His name is Dig. So if we get to Dig, we gotta remember some stuff. Jovan says, is the team review channel going to be unlocked when you catch up? Absolutely. What's going on, Richie? Good afternoon. Alright, let's get into it. So the first one we have is Tendi, who says team review / any recommendations on what to do next or change. And then he says, did a 10 Volvo and got UR Kageyama. I need some suggestions on what to do forward. And then he got the SP Hinata. Okay. So other than the UR Kuro, this is the best quick attack team you could have, in theory. Karai being by himself is okay, like it's fine. Even though obviously you would probably want the bond with Hirugami, but you would have to replace Sakuza or Mori at that point, which is not ideal. But I like the makeup of this team. Again, Atsumu kind of fits, kind of doesn't, just because he's a quick attack tagged player. That's his like main purpose for this team. So having dual setters, I'm assuming one of them comes out for Komori. But what I would do is I would maybe level up your Hirugami to the point where you can replace Atsumu. Like in-game, like the in-game substitution. So you take out Atsumu, bring in Hirugami, and then you still have Kageyama to set. And then Komori as the secondary setter. You could do something like that, in my opinion. But this is still absolutely fine. Hinata is going to benefit from, you know, pretty much everybody here. I would prefer him to be in the back row maybe for longer, but then you would have to change your two-setter lineup. Like maybe just swap these two. Again, Sakusa you want in the back row. So these three are kind of, I would change their rotation. I think Osamu in the front is fine. Karai in the front is fine because he is, you know, your main blocker in this team. So, and then yeah, Kageyama rotates into the front. You can use the setter dump there. So I think just these three need to be changed. I think probably you want Hinata in the middle spot, and then maybe Sakusa here. So just maybe swap these two, and then the only thing is though, your receive, your libero would come in for whoever has the least amount of receive. And looking at your player ratings, it looks like it is going to be Kageyama that comes out. I think after the first serve, it really depends how the way the game goes. If you're like just getting points off rip, having Atsumu here is fine. But if we start to do the rotation, you probably want Atsumu to come out over Kageyama so that you can keep him with Hinata. But again, it's neither here nor there. You're really splitting hairs. But in terms of what to do moving forward, in terms of other tags you have, you only have you have 4 receive tags. So maybe if you didn't pull the SP Kenma, you can get another receive type player. You have Kita, so there is a situation where you can bring in Kita for maybe Sakusa and go receive, but Sakusa is just so much better, so that doesn't really make sense. But oh no, sorry, Sakusa is a receive tag. You can't take out Sakusa. You would have to take out Kageyama at that point, or Atsumu. No, Kageyama would make more sense. So is that worth it? Is the trade-off worth it? Probably not. So in terms of your current players, I don't think there's much you can do. You have a lack of blockers though, I will say that. So maybe look to get one of Kuro or Tsukishima's SP. Maybe that makes sense. Potentially a Sugawara SP because he is a blocker. Or Kanji. Kanji has an SP as well. So somebody like that, just to get a little bit more balance going on here, because your blockers are all on the bench. Unless you sub them in at some point. I don't know how you play your team. But in terms of the starting team, yeah, that's, I guess, the thing I would look to next, because you have Quick covered. Sakusa provides power. You have Ohira to provide power. So it's, yeah, power and block would be the next thing I would prioritize. So look at the future banners and make a decision there. So in terms of a team rating, I will give you an 8.5. Maybe a 9? 8.5. No, I'll give you a 9. 9 out of 10. And then again, for those of you wondering, I will add you in your own thread, and then I will say for live streams, it's oh god, if I could type recent live, and then I will copy that, let you know to check the most recent live stream. Alright, next up we got Dante, who says, been playing since release for my block team, planning on getting the Beast Trio, so I'm going to replace Tsukishima with SP Ione, Oikawa with Akashi, and Sakusa with Bokuto. Same for my power team, but instead of Tsukishima, but Kuro and Ushijima. Okay, whoa, he's got a lot going on. Okay, so let's first look at the Beach Trio. So he's going to replace these 3 with the Beach Trio, so you're going to have a power-based team, right? Because 1, 2, 3. Oh no, he's still going to be blocked, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's still going to be a block team. Okay. Same for my power team. So this is a power team. And then he said instead of Tsukishima Bakuro. Okay, so he made it easy at the very least. It's like the top 3 he's gonna take out. And then and Ushijima for receive. That's not receive, that's quick. That's also quick. What the heck? 1, 2. What the heck is going on here? My receive team planning getting SB, not in Kenma. Oh, okay. And taking out Atsumu and Kita. Oh, I see. The receive would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. So yeah, your plan to do all of this is fine. This is a little confusing how you laid it out. The interesting thing though is for this team, the fact that you're replacing Sakuza for Bokuto is interesting. I would probably replace the Kuro, if I'm being totally honest. So it'd be Oikawa, Tsukishima, Kuro. Taking out Sakuza, I know it's technically like for like, but the difference you're gaining would be so much higher by replacing Kuro. You already have Hirugami, you already have Kurai, and you're gonna have the SP Ione, so it doesn't make sense to have Kuro still in this lineup. Oikawa obviously makes sense because setter for setter. But keep the Sakuza in, but replace the replace the Kuro instead of Sakuza for the SP Bokuto, and then replace your Tsukishima as you have already planned. For this team, I think you said you were going to do this 3. I would consider taking out Ushijima again instead of Sakuza for that, unless you need it for power. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, you don't need it. So yeah, I would replace Ushijima instead of the Sakuza in this case, so it'd be these 3. You would still be powered, so that's good. For this one, you wanted to replace, I think it was Atsumu and Kita. For SP Hinata and Kenma. So definitely the Kita. And then at that point, Hinata over to Kageyama, and yeah, that also makes sense. Yeah, so I'm fine with that. And then for the quick team, is just Kuro or SP Hinata. Yeah, that's fine. So I think that was the last guy's team, right? So yeah, everything here is good. It was just a little confusing to get to it. So I don't think I'm gonna give you a team rating though, because there's like so many teams here. But in general, you're in a very good spot for the current point in the game. Like, you have all the URs you need. I think the only one that's a little bit of a question mark, honestly, none of them are. I think if you had like the UR Bokuto, that would be a bit of a question mark. But everything else, like depending on your team, it makes sense. Because like with these two, you have Kita. The only thing is you don't have a line of specialty here. That's the only thing that's really missing. But yeah, you're doing fine. Let's take a look at the chat. I hate when a stage is neither disadvantage nor advantage. I still can't beat it no matter what. When it gets to mine, I'll send how it is. When do you think your Cry will get a rebanner? Is it the next one? Who came out after Osamu? I think it's Kurai after Osamu. Who's the next SP banner? Is Nishinoya tonight? I'm in a basketball club and I'm still watching this shit. Let's go. And then after Nishinoya, Tsugawara. Yeah, pretty cool. I don't know. I guess I'll just in general give you like, without the SPs, I'll give you 8.5. You add in your SP characters, you get like a 9.5, depending on where you put them. So long as you don't have this. Alrighty, next up we got Jewel, who says, I want a good quick attack team, don't have Osamu but waiting to summon. And this is his team. Sit up straight. Do you pull for Nishinoya? We'll see tomorrow. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. Maybe. I might do a thing where I just pull every SP character. Because for every SP banner, I'd have to drop like, not that much money. Like less than 50. The only thing is there's a lot of SPs. The only reason why I'm really considering it is because of SP Sugawara being a block setter, and I'd rather have him over Kanji. And then obviously Sugawara has a bond with Nishinoya, so that's the only reason I'm really considering it. but the amount of XP I'd have to put towards it right before the beach trio, so I think I am going to skip it though. So I don't know, it really just depends. Okay, so this is their quick attack team, so it's these three plus Hinata. I'm assuming, when did he post this? He posted this on January 1st. So I'm interested to see if you did get the Osamu rebanner, because at that point you can drop the Suna. Unless there's a bond here that I don't know, then you can drop the Tsukishima. And then, yeah, that's pretty much the best quick attack team you can get till the SP SP Kuro Tsukishima. So get those guys after. So if you didn't get Osamu, keep these two, and then replace them with the SP middle blockers, the Firework Festival. This team's actually block type. 1, 2, 3, 4. Interesting. I guess maybe because he's going up against somebody here, right? So he can switch between a quick and a block team, which is nice. So in terms of a team rating, I will give you an 8.5. 8. Maybe like an 8.25 out of 10. Just because there's two SSRs. Alright, next up we got Mark Lands, who says, what would you rate out of 10? And was wondering how should I move on forward. I plan on playing for SP Hinata, but not sure from then on out. So who would SP Hinata replace? I guess Kuro, which is not a bad thing necessarily. And then at that point, you could just get the SP version of these two, the Bokuto and Akashi. You don't have to get Aone. But ideally, like, if you didn't pull the SP Hinata, I would put Aone here. But if you did pull the SP Hinata, it is what it is. Maybe you replace Urugami at that point. It really depends on your resources, how much you have. Like if you can pull all three characters. If you can only pull two, definitely Bokuto Akashi. Just do a straight upgrade there. Yeah. So this team, I would give an 8.5. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, just letting you guys know, even though the forum is closed, that just means you can't add a new post. You can still go and comment on older posts or, you know, ones that you have seen. So I have done you. So if you wanted to go and do some team reviews of yourself, you can absolutely go ahead and do that. There's nothing wrong with that. I still give you guys permission to do that. It's just the new post. Can't keep up. Alright, so next up we got free-to-play future plans team comp. Currently saving for future SP banners. I need your advice on who to choose between the Beach Trio or the other trio, plus Tendo. I would love to hear your opinion about this, especially on a free-to-play perspective. This is currently my team comp free-to-play player here. Thanks. Okay, so from a free-to-play player perspective, let's just talk about the Beach Trio first. So going off the assumption, because this was posted December 22nd, you didn't pull Kageyama, you didn't pull Hinata, and you're not planning to pull Nishinoya or Sugawara. If you are skipping all four of those banners, in theory, your diamond count should allow you to get all three of the Beach Trio. Now, again, because I'm doing this so much later, literally a month later, there is the possibility that you did pull on the banners. If you pull them without using diamonds, like just the tickets you got from the game, that's one thing. Same thing with memories. Like, don't spend your diamonds. If you save up your diamonds until those characters come out, you should be fine, because it's 4 banners you skipped. I mean, even like, was it Sakusa? No, because Kageyama. Yeah, it was Komori, then it was Kageyama, Hinata, Kenma. So it's 5 banners. If I wait, yeah, Kageyama, then Hinata, then Kenma, then yeah, that's 5 banners actually. Assuming you didn't pull Kageyama. And so with that being the case, that's even more diamonds, right? So in that perspective, you can pick them up. For the other 4, they're supposed to come out down the line, but again, the same thing applies, where you need to start saving by a certain time. The only issue is, and you can still apply this to the Beach Trio, we don't actually know when they're going to come out. So we know Nishinoya is coming out, which means most likely Sugawara is going to be the next one, which is fine. but the very next one after that, it could be Oikawa. It could be the 4 SPs, and in that case, you could be in trouble, right? Because again, the company doesn't have to go by some sort of speculation of another server, right? Like it could be the global server is its own timeline, and we're gonna drop, I don't know, Kanji after Sugawara. We're gonna drop Oikawa, Iwaizumi after Sugawara, right? So you have to take that with a grain of salt, and be prepared for that. But in theory, the Oikawa Iwaizumi one is supposed to come out way down the line. And so with that being the case, I think if I quickly go back, again, this is allegedly based off of this, they would come out May 27th. So I would start saving like I don't know, there is technically a situation where if you get really lucky on these 3, you can start saving, skip Suki, Kuro, Kunumi, Kanji, and then you can maybe get all 4. There's a chance that's a thing. Or if you want to be really safe about it, you know, pick up all the characters, pick up all their memories, and potentially have diamonds left to spare, is you start saving from here, which I'm assuming you have, and you go all the way down till here. So that's the only way it makes sense for me. So again, step 1, I guess you could say, it depends on what you did during Kageyama and onwards till where we are currently. And so if you did save, then you can get the beach trio pretty easily. If you didn't save, I would start saving now, potentially for the Oikawa SPs. Hopefully that makes sense. In terms of their fit in your team, they absolutely fit, right? You can replace these 3 for the beach trio. You can replace these 4 for the Oikawa one. So yeah, again, hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense to a lot of you guys out there who are watching the stream, if you're planning on doing something similar and are free to play. Why don't you have the January 7th predictions? I think there was an updated one, maybe. I don't know. So yeah, in terms of a team rating, I will give this one a 7 out of 10. 7.5. Yeah, maybe like a 7-ish, 7.2. Oh god, saw a bit of fluff on my desk. I thought it was a bug. All right, I gotta scroll all the way down to catch it. All right, next up we got Zyke, who says, who should I get next? Free to play. Okay, so this is a new account, right? They started, I'm assuming, during the Bokuto banner. So what I would do in your situation, I don't think the SPB trio makes sense just from the free to play perspective. Because you really need to do a lot of diamond building and pity reducing. I don't think it makes sense. So what you can do is I would actually probably focus on the Fukurodani team bond. So I would probably get Washio. See, you have 3 wing spikers. I would get Washio probably to replace Kita. And then you need 1 more. I know a lot of people like Yaku though. Yaku's not bad. Maybe a Konoha? Maybe that makes more sense. Maybe you replace Kita with Konoha because they're both receive type players, and then you replace Tsukishima with Washio, so you get the Fukurodani team bond, because essentially what you want to do is you want to double down on your best players. And so that's why I would say focus on Bokuto Okashi. And yeah, and then look for a future SP duo / trio that kind of makes sense to you. But you're going to be spending most of your diamonds probably building that Fukurodani team bond in the first place, so you might not get the right sense of how much diamonds you'll have at a certain point. I am really white right now. Hold on. There you go. That's better. I sent them in general if you need them. Let me finish this first. So yeah, Fugurodani team bond would be ideal. That's pretty much it for now, short term. So in terms of a team rating, I'll give you a 6 out of 10. I sent them in general if you need them. Did you? Where? Oh, Haikyu fly. Well, Kenma is here for January 7th. Is that not? Deku says, I'm probably gonna head out. I'm extra sleepy. No worries. I know it's like night for everybody in Europe. Cool. So I will pin this just for people's reference. So yeah, if you are in the Discord, make sure you check out the Haikyu Fly High general chat, and then click pin messages, and then we got a bunch of stuff here that is useful for people. And if you haven't joined the Discord already, please do so. We are currently at 885 users, so that is cool. All right, next. Jay says, yo, I love your videos, but I need help getting diamonds. I'm doing everything daily, but not getting the UR every 2 weeks, everybody's saying, and I need help with that. If you don't mind, review my team. Is it a UR every 2 weeks? I thought it was a UR every month. Does anybody know that? I remember like it was based off of I think Red Panda's video. He said you can get a guaranteed UR every month. I don't think it's 2 weeks. 2 weeks is way too short. So if that's the case, I believe it's 1 UR per month. But in terms of your team, you have a quick attack team. Obviously, you would probably want to have the UR curl, but I'm assuming you just don't have the resources to do that. I really like the Kageyama and Hinata quick freak stuff you got going on here. I think the only thing I would change is bring in Nishinoya for your back row middle blocker, which you're probably already doing, but switch Hirugami maybe for... I know you want Kageyama probably in the front row, so put Kageyama in slot 3, put Hirugami in slot 4, Sakuza in slot 2 so he rotates into the back, and then Hinata has the best receive out of these guys, so he won't be taken out. I think Tsukishima will probably still get taken out, so I think you can keep that the same. I think that's the only thing I would change with your current team. Yeah, so I guess in terms of the diamond count, just expect to get a UR every month. And then again, if you're putting your diamonds towards SPs, same thing, 1 SP per month. But again, the most ideal thing to do at this point is just to save your diamonds and plan for a specific theme. So do that instead. So in terms of a team rating, I will give you a 7 out of 10. Next up, we got Tain, who says, I don't know what to do. I would like some advice. And he says, I changed the team. You didn't change it too much, did you? So Aaron's gone. Kageyama, Ushijima are still there. And then Lev's gone. I find it interesting. I know Goshiki and Ushijima have a bond. Does Ohira and Goshiki have a bond? They might. I find it interesting that you dropped Lev, because now your team has no blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess you do need them for the power type. 1, 2, 3. I think Ohira's received, so that's 4. Do you have another receive type player? No, you don't. Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting team. It's just you don't have a blocker. Like, usually with these type of teams, you would have like a Karai, who even though traditionally isn't a blocker, he has blocking abilities slash stats. So it's kind of okay at that point. But this one you don't. You're going straight offense on this one. You got essentially 4 power attack wing spikers. And at the same time, I'm assuming Yaku comes in for a back row wing spiker. You would probably want that to be Goshiki. I think Goshiki probably does have the least amount of receive stats here, because Ohira is naturally received and so is Sakuza. So I think you would probably want Goshiki in this spot, have Yaku come in for the back row wing spiker. Will that work? Yeah, because on the first turn, the serve, if you get the first point, it screws things up, I think. So, yeah, I think just you would probably want Goshiki here, Sakuza here, and then maybe Ohira here, just so it guarantees that Yaku comes in for Goshiki, and then you rotate your better receive wing spikers into the back row as the game goes on. And then you can still have, you know, Kageyama maybe here, or Kenma, so that they rotate into the front, and then you can use their setter dump, stuff like that. In terms of future advice, yeah, you definitely need a middle blocker. Like, from your SSR select recruit, just pick up a Tendo maybe, and then replace one of these two, because you don't really need both of them here. I would argue neither of these guys fit, actually. But I would put Tendo for one of these two, and then maybe you pinch serve Tendo for one of these two, like, you know what I mean? Probably Kageyama, because he has a serve ability, something like that. So in terms of a team rating, I will give you no middle blocker, not even a Shiratorizawa team bond. Sakuza's by himself, so is Kageyama, so is Kenma. It's kind of all over the place. I'll probably give you a 7 out of 10. Holy, this one has 269 messages, dude. Bro, y'all were yapping. I'm gonna assume you got your help. Ace is still Waters. I believe I did you recently, but looks like you updated your team. So out of 10, what should I do next? And he says going for Komori and Beach
Ethernet.
Duo.
Ethernet.
Not trio. So wait, hold on. So he's going for the Komori rebanner, okay. And then I'm assuming he's going Bokuto and Akashi for these two, and then Yotani stays. Okay. We'll definitely get Komori. Tiki Taka says, how many copies are y'all pulling for Nishinoya? I don't even know if I'm pulling one. I probably won't. I will still be live tomorrow. I just don't know what time yet for the Nishinoya and the new update. But in terms of pulling him, probably won't. I think, yeah, I guess that's fine. I mean, I don't see why you couldn't go for the trio. But if you only have the resources for 2, then I guess that's fine. After that, well, the fact that you have Komori as your kind of base here, you could do really whatever you want. So maybe you save up for the Oikawa Iwaizumi SP duo, or the Ushijima Tendo one, or if you want to change it up and go quick, you could go for the Mia twins, or you could hold out for the SP Korai Hirugami. So a couple things you could do, depends on what you want it to be. In terms of a team rating, I like the bonds here. I think Yaku just is a little bit out of place. But I'll still give you like a 8 out of 10? Yeah, I'll give you 8 out of 10. Pretty sure I did you recently though. Next up, we got Toaster Demon. Free to play, just started the game like maybe a month ago, but I just started playing recently. My team right now has just been whoever I like most because... Oh, but I want to get better team, but I don't know who to replace. But I like to keep Bokuto because he's my only UR and Oikawa is his favorite. Okay, so in an ideal world, you would probably want to have Akashi as your setter, even though you really like Oikawa. Now, this Oikawa doesn't work the best with these... like this version of Iwaizumi Kiyotani because the UR one has the bonds with him. These two do have a duo bond together though, so you can keep them for sure. Kenma being here doesn't make any sense at all in my opinion, and also if you look at your team you have no blockers, so definitely replace this SR Kenma with, you know, a middle blocker. So you have two on the bench. I guess you could go Tsukishima to get closer to the Karasuno team bond. But yeah, the number one thing for you is to replace this Kenma for a blocker. And then you want to build a team around the Bokuto, so maybe long term you could think about getting the SSR Akashi for Oikawa, even though I know you want to keep him. And maybe just have him sub in for that middle blocker for a serve. You could do something like that. But the best way to build around Bokuto is to do the Fukurodani practice matches, get that morale enhancement potential. And then you ideally would want to have the SSR Akashi. Maybe if you can pull the SP one, that would still be fine. But again, you do also want the team bond, so that would be, what's his name? Haruki at Libero. And then you would keep these two. You would probably replace like him with Washio maybe, or him with Washio. And then him with Konoha. Like it's a weird... Oh no, if you had the Akashi, it would be Akashi, Haruki, Bokuto, and then replace Kenma with Washio. That's probably your ideal path. And then just have your Oikawa sub in for one of these guys when they're serving. That's pretty much the only thing that makes sense. So hopefully that makes sense. In terms of a team rating, I will give you a 5. Maybe a 6. 5.5, 6 out of 10. Something like that. Back is tight. How/where do we submit our team for review? So join the Discord, but the only thing is I have the thread actually closed at the moment because I'm trying to catch up. As you can see, I'm 28 days behind. So once I catch up, then I'll unlock it for the gang. There's not block setter on SSR roster, right? No, the SSR Kanji. So the guy from Date Tech, the yellow hair guy with the earrings. I think he has earrings. No, he doesn't have earrings. He has yellow hair though. Next up we have Arena, who says, "Hi, could you please review this quick team I'm planning to build? And I'm planning to get SB Suki and Nishinoya and Twin." Okay, so Suki and Nishinoya. Cool. So you're gonna replace, or you're gonna upgrade your SSR Tsukishima and your SSR Nishinoya. So that's what the holy. All right, I guess you only care about your quick team, but my lord. So that's fine. And then I'm assuming you didn't pull the SP Hinata. I guess that makes sense because you have the UR Kageyama, so they have their free quick attack. So you don't really need to get the SP Hinata in this situation, so that makes sense. SP Suki makes sense here as well. You could consider replacing the Hida with the, what's his name? The SP Kuro at that point, but then you're kind of lacking in hitters because you want the two SPs to be blockers. They would turn into hitters for your team. They would use stamina on that primarily. Oh, actually not even primarily. They would use stamina for blocking and hitting, which is not the greatest. But like you would have Hinata and Osamu as your main hitters. You have two setters here, and then you would potentially have two blockers here. So yeah, not the greatest in terms of balance here. Yes, you have your quick attack tag, you have your lineup specialty, but in terms of true balance, you're really missing one hitter. So I know Kita provides the bond here, so maybe sub him out for one of these guys on your team for now. But in terms of the characters you're planning on getting, like definitely the Suki and Nishinoya would work here. And then twins is long term, so yeah, that's a straight upgrade there. And then maybe you can get a Hinata rebanner if you want, the SP one. And then we'll see what they do with Kageyama. So yeah, that makes sense to me. Just look for a little bit more balance. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So in terms of a team rating, I will give you a 7.5, maybe an 8 out of 10. Interesting bench though. Alright, next up we have Arc Zero, who says, hey, can you rate my team? Account 1 is with Sakuza. I don't have any plans for it yet, aside from getting Osamu and swapping out Akaji for Yaku, so I need suggestions. So let's do that one first. So, Akaji for Yaku. Doesn't really... Nah, actually, yeah, no, it does make sense, because it's a quick attack team. So that's fine. Account 2 is with Oikawa. So planning to go SB Nut and maybe SB Kuro. Why not the SB Tsukishima? Because you could go Suki and Kuro. Why do you have 3 setters? What the heck is going on here? I guess you need it for the power attack tag. So I would definitely not use this lineup. Even though I know what you're trying to do. It's just there's no balance there whatsoever. This one is fine. I think you'll probably want to have Sakuza in the back row longer. Yeah, maybe the SP Nishinoya would make more sense. Maybe for this team, I don't know. It's kind of all over the place, if I'm being totally honest. This team needs a little bit better. Maybe one more hitter. Actually, I don't know. Iwaizumi's here. Maybe like a better receiver. Iwai's not bad at receiving, especially if you have his memory. Pretty decent at receiving, but I think maybe have Sakuza rotate into the back. Then your team has a little bit more balance, and then yeah, if you want to get Yaku, you can. And then for this team, who's planning on getting SB Hinata, definitely with the Kageyama. But do you have the SSR one? Yeah, you have the SSR one, so you could just do that. And then, oh no, sorry, it's the second account. Yeah, so maybe the SB Hinata and then Kurosuke. So in terms of team rating, I'd probably give this one a 7 out of 10. And then this one maybe a 6.5, just because of the balance all over the place. Okay, I will be right back. So y'all have a conversation within yourself. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Okay, maybe not 5 minutes, but I'm back. Let me lower that. Alrighty. It seems like the music's still too loud. Okay, maybe something like that. What's up, Noah? What's going on? Alrighty, so we just did arc zeros. How many, out of curiosity, how many more do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These 2 left. These 3 left. 11, 12. This is the same. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Looks like I already did this one. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71. We're below 100, so at the very least there's that. Alright, so we got Timu, who says, I'm getting more Sunas, and wait, more Sunas? Interesting. And we'll have Eren Suna and maybe Kuro level 80 soon. Also, we'll get Atsumu memory, Hirugami memory, and planning on getting Korai. So again, when you guys are sending your teams in the future, in terms of getting like memories and stuff like that, that's not really the purpose of this. It's more so for like your characters and their bonds. I know I did say the Iwaizumi memory is nice for receiving, but that's not like I'm talking about every character like that. It also depends on your team if you have balance when it comes to receives and stuff like that. Same thing with like levels. It just depends if you have like a player on the bench that you could use instead. That would make sense in terms of their player rating. But anywho, what's the difference between these two teams? One's power, one's quick. So one has Bokuto, Akashi, and Hirugami, and Kuro and Suna. So these two stay the same, but all 5 of these change? Yes. Yes, that is the case. Okay, so I guess your power team, in the future you could replace these 3 for the beach trio, because you already have 2 of them. And then your third one is just going to be Ione for Suna, so that makes sense there. Actually, I mean, I guess because of the player rating, but did you say you're planning on getting Kuro to level 80? Yeah, you're planning on getting Kuro to level 80, so you might as well put him here, because he is a better player than Suna. That's the only change I would make here, and then Suna is in this team, that's fine. And then you could just put Hirugami here. Do you? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, oh no, you need Kuro here. Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess, I don't know. I would just say like, you would just put Kuro here, in the meantime. But whatever you want to do. I also see you have Tendo actually. So if you had a better Tendo, you could put him here. That would actually make the most sense probably, because you have Ushijima, but do what you can. And yeah, in terms of this team, the only thing you could do is maybe get the SP Hinata when he comes back out. But I think the next thing would be Kuro Tsukishima, to replace your Suna and Kuro with those 2 SPs. So in terms of you're getting them to level 80, if you're planning on getting Kuro Tsukishima, I would hold off on that. Eren to level 80 is fine. because I don't think you'd be replacing him anytime soon, especially in this team. So definitely definitely think to get Kurosuke Shima for this team. But if that is going to be something you want to do, hold off on upgrading these guys, because they're coming out relatively soon, and then you don't want to spend so much, like millions of XP, to the point where you can't upgrade the SPs, if that makes sense. And then with this team, it would be Beach Trio. So you would have to choose one or the other if you want to put Beach Trio here or Kurosuke Shima here. In my opinion, because you already have Akashi Bokuto, I would say prioritize Kurosuke Shima. So in terms of team rating, I would give this one a 7. No, I'll give you 8 out of 10. And then this team, I would give you, I think this team's slightly better, I think. So maybe an 8.5. Damn, mine is like still ages away. Well, we'll hopefully get to it soon. Next up we have Neck, who says, this is my team at the moment, but I would love to get a receive/power team. I'm free to play, so I can't pull from a lot of banner, one after the another, but this is what I thought. Okay, so you currently have a power team, but you want a power/receive team. I don't know, is Genjima power and receive, or is he just power? I think he's just power. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. If Genjima is received, then you have receive team, but I don't think he is. So yeah, free to play, so can't pull multiple banners, so you would have to pull, I'm assuming you did one of these two, one of the SPs, and then you're gonna get them on the rebanner, which makes sense. I think if Genjima is not a receive tag player, I would consider getting Konoha. Oh, it is a team type receive. Okay, cool. So Genjima is received. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, yeah, in terms of team synergy, it would probably make more sense to go with Konoha and Haruki just to get the Fukurodani team bond. Because like Nishinoya being here, like yeah, he'll help with power attackers. But if you want to prioritize a unit here, because you already have with Kenma and Hinata, and also if you want to be a receive team, you already have prioritized them. Your next in line would probably be Bokuto, because Korai is kind of a jack of all trades player. So maybe with your SSR select recruit, try to get Haruki and Konoha here, so you get the Fukurodani team bond, and then you still have your receive tag type. And you already have 2 of them, right? You already have these 2. So in your SSR select, try to get those other 2 characters. So in terms of a team or rating, this one is power. You have these 2. I'll probably give you like a 6, maybe a 6.5 out of 10. Next up we have Paso, who says, hi, I'm free to play. I want to go for a quick attack team. The plan was to get Osamu on the rebanner. Also Hirogami as main middle blocker, so you don't have him yet. On the SP, Stingy Hinata and then Kurosuke. Open to any suggestions. Don't know if the plan is good like this. Thanks for the help. Plus I got Kita, so I can bond with Atsumu and Osamu when I get Osamu. And he got the SP Hinata too. From this, if you really need to pull a memory, the only one that's really good in my opinion is the Libero one. Other than that, I would just save for these 2. So this is the actual situation. So yeah, assuming you pulled Osamu on the rebanner, that is expiring next week. So you would replace probably Iwaizumi, and then your team goes from being received 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you can actually do a dual. You could do a receive/quick, right? 1, 2. Oh, Osamu's only 3. Dang it. But you'll still be a receive team, which is fine. If you want to be a quick attack team, you can just drop in Tsukishima for Korai or Kita. So you still have that flexibility, which is nice. And then, yeah, so you wanted to pull Osamu, but you said after you're thinking SP Hinata and then Kurosuki. So Kuro and Suki would be replacing who? They would be replacing Kita. And in this team, it would have to be Kurai because Kurai is your main blocker. So if you're bringing in other blockers, unless you can somehow keep Kurai in the lineup, he would have to be the one that comes out, unfortunately. Assuming Osamu comes here. Unless you want to do a crazy change and like maybe the practice Kageyama is okay. But you already have Atsumu at 20k, so like, yeah, you'd probably have to replace Kurai and Kita at that point for the SB Kuro Tsukishima, which is not a bad thing. You can always sub them back in whenever you need. So you can do that as well. But it is a good plan. I'm just thinking about the timeline version of it. So the SB Hinata, we don't know when he's gonna come back. Actually, we might know now. So the SB Hinata is supposed to come back April 8th. That's right in between these two. So if that's the case, that's gonna suck. So maybe... No, I would still prioritize getting Kuro Tsukishima back to back rather than the Hinata, if I'm being totally honest. But yeah, that's not great timing if this is accurate. But in terms of the plan is fine. But because you're free to play, it might be difficult to actually do that. What am I talking about? He has the Hinata. I've been streaming for too long. Oh my goodness. Hello, Saad. How you doing? Noah, what's going on? I'm thinking of a power attack team, but I don't have much attack type. I'd like tips in the general chat. Okay, one second. So yeah, because you already have the SP Hinata, just get the Kuro Tsukishima, and then you can replace these two. And then if you still want to get the bond, I'm assuming you get Osamu here. If you still want to get the bond with Kita, you can just sub him in, or you can have him start the game and then sub in the other two. You can do something like that. In terms of a team rating, I will give you a... I think it's like an 8. I think the Osamu really ties it together in terms of bonds. Did he say he wanted Hirugami too? Yeah, he wanted to get Hirugami too. So if you get Hirugami and Osamu, you're at like a 9. Jeez, I messed that one up royally. Forgot that he had the Hinata. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. Saad's doing good. That's good. That's good. So yeah, the general chat. What's going on here? So you said upgraded my team. So this is a quick attack team. I think I'm a power attack, but I don't have much attack types. Yeah, you got straight blocks and quick. So you have 2. You need 2 more. Also, why do you not have a setter? I'm a little confused as to why you don't have a setter in this team. I use optimal lineup. Well, the thing is with optimal lineup, what it does is it just does it based off this. So it's like, oh, you're going up against a block type team. Okay, we're gonna drop as many quick attack players you have in your team, which is sometimes good, but most of the time not good. You need a setter in this team. So I would replace 1, 2, 3. Well, the only thing is, I'm assuming Tsukishima is the 4th quick attack tag player, but you also have Kageyama, who is quick attack tag. So put him into this team for one of these two. I guess if you want to do player rating and be Tsukishima, I would put him in for this guy because I don't know who this guy is. So put Kageyama here, and then I think he has a bond with this Hinata, so you could put this Hinata here. I'm using Omimi for bond. But which bond? Because it's not the school bond, because you need 4 for the school bond. Saad says, I have exam tomorrow. Well, good luck on your exam. Make sure you sleep well. Because the number one thing is, for exams, you need sleep. Doesn't matter how much you study, if you don't sleep enough, you're not going to do good. I learned that from experience. So yeah, bring in this Kageyama and bring in this Hinata for these two. And then rotate Suna into the front so that he's your main blocker. Because Hinata, even though he's a middle blocker, he's not going to block. You have Lev as well, but he rotates into the back. So maybe like have Kageyama here. Osamu's fine there. Kyotani's fine. You have a middle block. Hold on. So I know you want to transition to a power attack team. So you have only one, it looks like. It looks like you have Kyotani. So for now, yeah, the Suna Omimi bond is like honestly not worth it in my opinion. So what I would do is I would have Kageyama here. I would have Osamu here. This spot I would have Lev. Then here I'd have Hinata. No, sorry. Here I'd have Suna. Here I would have Hinata. And then here I'd have Kyotani. Yeah. So let me do that again. So Kageyama's 1, Osamu's 6, Lev is 5, Suna is 4, Hinata's 3, Kyotani's 2. And then do your switch libero in your substitution settings. Do it for your back row. Oh, actually I messed that up. Yeah, sorry. Do it for your back row opposite hitter. But then put Kyotani here and put Osamu here. I think. Does that make more sense? No, but then Osamu's off the court. You want Osamu on the court. Maybe you want to sub the back row mid blocker. Sorry, I'm trying to think. Middle blocker would probably be the best. I think so, right? But then your rotation would have to change. Because in this scenario you have a middle blocker here, so that's fine. You would need another one somewhere here. You have Hinata. I think I said Hinata in 3 and Kyotani in 2, right? So yeah, it would have to be back row middle blocker. So in your sub settings, do switch libero for the back row middle blocker. I think Kageyama at 1 still is fine. Osamu at 6 is still fine. I think you actually might want to put Hinata at 5 so that he comes out. Suna stays at 4. And then who's left over? Kyotani and Lev. So then Kyotani goes here and Lev goes here. Because then Libero comes in here, then the next rotation, Libero comes in after the serve. There's going to be a point where you don't have a Libero in. Maybe you don't want Osamu here then. Or you would need a middle blocker serving from the jump. Fuck, this is difficult. Just have the middle blockers opposite of each other, so like that? Yeah, I guess maybe. Okay, yeah, so do that. So have Kageyama at 1, Osamu at 6, the SR Hinata at 5, the Suna at 4, and then this would be Kyotani at 3, and then Lev at 2, and then sub in your Libero for the back row middle blocker. So that solves your current team issue. Your team will still be a quick attack team, so just don't let the optimal don't do the optimal lineup thing, because it'll do something like this and it just won't make sense. So do that. Now in terms of you being a power team, you have Kyotani already, so you need 3 more. Now the 3 that makes the most sense to replace would be, in this hypothetical situation, it would be Lev, Kageyama, and Hinata, I think. Because obviously Osamu's your best player, so you want to kind of keep Suna, just in case you want to go in a different direction. I know Sugawara is this power type setter, so he could be your 1 in the meantime, maybe, for Kageyama. And then you could get an SSR Tanaka from a selection box, something like that. I know you said you want to get Atsumu. So the thing is, if you get Atsumu and Osamu, you really need to focus on being a quick attack team. That's the only issue. You can't, I think with Inurazaki, you can't have the twins and be a power attack team. I don't think that's ideal at all. So because you're already a quick attack team, you already have Osamu, you're planning on getting Atsumu, you already have the SSR Kageyama and the SR Hinata, doesn't really make sense. You could make a second team and slowly build that up, building around the SSR Akashi with Tanaka, and you know, maybe get an Aaron, because you can drop Aaron in both teams. That's the only thing that really makes sense. So hopefully that works out for you. I know this is a new account, so yeah, just do a little bit deeper dive into your current players' bonds and stuff like that, and then try your best to do your own team building. Same thing with potentials. Don't do like auto equip or whatever. Also planning to get Kurai and Hirugami. I mean, if you're free to play, the Atsumu rebanner is already gone, so I don't know when it's going to come back. The Kurai and Hirugami rebanner is about to happen now, like next week, so that might be difficult. But good luck with that. Get back into the team out of use. For anybody wondering why I just, looked at his team, is because he was in the last stream. Noah was. He was in the FM stream, and then he messaged yesterday that he pulled Osamu, and I didn't take a look at it, so that's why I quickly did that. Alright, next up we have Mac Muloy, who says, "Hi, I'm free to play. Can you rate my team out of 10? First, he says, which SP character should I try to go for? And 2, should I roll just your and SP memories? Or should I try and get my SSR characters to have their matching memories? And 3, love the videos, keep up the good work." You didn't need to put that. Yeah, didn't need to do that. Alright, so, which SP characters? So you're currently a power type team with the UR Kageyama, and I do see you have the SSR Hinata on the bench. So, In theory, you are one quick attack player away. I know you have a quick attack team. I would actually take Kageyama out of this team, just because it's not that he's bad in this team. It's just that he's occupying a spot that could be used for another hitter, or maybe even another blocker, because your only blocker in this team is Tsukishima. So maybe in terms of SP characters, maybe the Kuro Tsukishima for these two, right? Obviously the SR Nishinoya you could upgrade to a Komori on his rebanner or get the SP Nishinoya. You could do something like that. I know him and Tanaka have the bond for the morale boost. I think in this team though, it would actually make more sense to have the Iwaizumi because he has the duo attack with the Oikawa. So maybe Iwaizumi here, and then SP Kuro Tsukishima here, and then you could live with the Nishinoya here. Did I just say SP Nishinoya? Tsukishima. I don't know. Kurosuke here, and then you could live with this for now. You don't need to change him, and then get the Iwaizumi in. That's what I would do with this team. And then for your quick attack team, I would have these two plus Hinata. You can throw in Nishinoya for the team bond, even though Yaku kind of helps more. So I'd do something like that. Any other SP characters? You could do Beach Trio. I wouldn't say it's a priority, but you could replace Kageyama, Tanaka, and Tsukishima for the Beach Trio. Or you can replace Oikawa, Tanaka, Tsukishima, and then replace Kageyama with, one of these two or somebody else. I think Kurosuke makes the most sense though. Should I just roll UR and SP memories, or try to get SSR characters out of their matching memories? So typically, SSR memories with their characters, they do match because of their skill set, but I would say you could still get like for example, I have the UR Bokuto. I have his memory on my Horai, so because I think the UR Bokuto memory is really good because it extends your team morale awakening length. So that one technically doesn't match, but you could get that UR Bokuto one and then put that on Tanaka. You know what I mean? But you would have to read them and kind of make the most sense out of them. Like, I'm assuming you got Sakuza's for himself. Oikawa, for example, like his memory makes a ton of sense for him specifically. So getting his UR memory for one of your SSR setters doesn't really make sense, right? So just read into the memories and try to line them up with your characters. It doesn't necessarily need to be their exact one, but it will help. I think, for example, Nishinoya, I think people should have 4,000 match streak tokens, so you can pick up the Libero memory, the legendary one, the SSR one. That one fits for most Liberos. I think actually it might be a power. I think it's like if your save is not bad or something like that, you get a boost power attack, or I don't know, something like that. But the SSR Libero one from the match streak one is not bad. Iwaizumi's, for example, his improves receive. So if you have a character, like maybe if you didn't have Sakuza's memory, you could get the SSR Iwaizumi one and put him on him. So there's a couple of them out there. I think Kyotani's makes the most sense for Ushijima if you don't have Ushijima's. Yeah, so that's pretty much that. And yeah, so in terms of team rating, I'll give you a 7.5 out of 10. Nick says, are you pulling Noya tomorrow? Probably not. I will be live tomorrow though, because it's like a new update, so I will be live covering that. I think so the only thing that will change potentially is the start time for the stream. So I just need to double check my schedule at work tomorrow, because if I am working tomorrow, then I need to stream 11 a.m. Pacific. If I'm not working tomorrow, then I'll stream my normal 12 p.m. But in terms of pulling him, probably not. Next up we have Islim. I just don't know what to do with it, and he's paid to win. And he changed it to a receive team. So you went from a power team with 2 setters to a receive team with Daichi. I don't know how I feel about that. Now I know the SP Hinata, because you got him, he's a receive type of player. You want to be either receive or quick. I understand it from that perspective, but the SP Hinata actually does a lot of damage in power attack teams. So actually what I would consider doing is bringing back the Oikawa here and then the Ushijima here. So then 1, 2, 3, 4. That would probably be better. Again, you have these 4, so you don't need to change those guys. For me, Daichi, like going from Ushijima down to Daichi, I know in terms of player rating it might not seem that much, but in my opinion I think that's a pretty big downgrade. You have Sakuza to receive, you have Komori to receive, you even have Korai to receive if he rotates into the back, so you don't necessarily need Daichi here. And then just looking at your bench, like because you want to probably get the power tag, you need 2 more power players, so that's why Kageyama has to come out in this situation. But what you can do is you can start Oikawa, you can start Ushijima here, then you can go with a power-based team, and then the moment the game starts, just sub out the Oikawa for the Kageyama. So you still get these 2 on the court together, still get your Ushijima on the court, which is better than Daichi. And yeah, you're chilling. And put Hinata on the back, please, his buffs. Oh yeah, and then yeah, also you want Hinata in the back. I'd probably swap Hirugami Korai. The only thing is you would probably need to actually sub the back row. The back row what? Maybe you put Hirugami here? Sub the back row middle blocker? And then have Hinata here? Something like that. Or maybe you just sub the opposite hitter. And just have Ushijima rotate. Yeah, I think Hinata here is the best spot to have him in. Maybe have Ushijima serving, have... No, Sakuza is good here. It's a bit of a tricky one for your libero, but I will say definitely have Oikawa and Ushijima here. And then just play around with it, find your optimal kind of positioning. I think Hirugami maybe here, Korai here, do back row wing spike, or maybe maybe have Hinata here, Korai here, I don't know, something like that. But in terms of a team rating, I'll give this team like, it's a solid like 7.5, 8 out of 10. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. But if you make those 2 changes, bring in the power duo, and it's like it's almost a 9. Another question: are you getting Nishi tomorrow? Maybe not. Probably not. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. But as of right now, it's just going to be a new update player review stream. It's not going to be a pulling stream as of right now. So we'll see. I could get him. I don't have to get him, which is why I probably shouldn't get him. Next up we have Tay, who says free to play started 2 weeks ago. Missed Sakuza, but picked up Komori. I'll probably switch Oikawa, Kyotani, Iwaizumi with the Festival SP trio of Ushijima, Oikawa, and Iwaizumi. I'll try to switch out Lev for Sakuza on Re-banner. Interesting. Who's blocking them? Now what do I do with Suna and Aaron? I have Suna as skill res too, but they're kind of just placeholders since I didn't really plan to go for Arzak. Okay, so SP Oikawa, SP Ushijima, SP Iwaizumi. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. Gone. And then with these 3, he says these 2 are placeholders and Lev is coming out for Sakuza. So you have Suna blocking run for now. The only thing that really makes sense is an SP Kuro Tsukishima here. I don't know if you're free to play. You are free to play. Never mind. Your free to play started 2 weeks ago, so that's probably not going to be an option. Especially if you're getting Sakuza on his rebanner when. When is? Hold on. Again, this is not confirmed. Sakuza February 25th. That's right here. And you're planning. That's 2 weeks, right? February 25th. Yeah, it's we can just say like a month before Kurosuke come out as a free to play. Is that possible? Maybe.
The internet.
If you can get Kurosuke Shima here, then I would. If you can't, then I don't know if the UR Tendo. I don't know if the SSR Tendo has a bond with the SP Ushijima. Because I'm trying to think, like, you're gonna need blockers for your team for these two positions. You need 2 middle blockers here because you got straight offense on the other 4, and then obviously if you want to replace Suna, that's another that is your main blocker that you need to replace. So you need 2 blockers here. So that's why I'm thinking SP Kurosuke Shima. The only other 2 that kind of makes sense is like Tendo. I don't even know. I think that's the only duo that makes sense. So maybe you go like SSR Tsukishima and SP Kuro or something. I don't know. Honestly, it's kind of tough. So in terms of the ideal best thing you could do, I would say Kuro Tsukishima here, SPs. But because you're free to play and you might not be able to get that, I would just try to at least get 1. If not, just get the SSR Tsukishima and replace Aaron and keep Suna. That's probably the best thing you can do, because at the very least Suna can block, even though he's also offensive, but he's good. He's a good blocker. But try to get a middle blocker here. So in theory, you could just move Lev down here. You could do that if you're short on resources. So just have 2 middle blockers here. That's the main thing. 2 middle blockers here. Get your SPs here, and you'll be fine.
The internet.
So in terms of a team rating, this team is, I mean, you just started not too long ago. It's not bad. I'll give you like a 6 out of 10, maybe 6.5. 6.5. 6.5. Irfan says, who do you think will come out after Sugawara? It's supposed to be Bokuto, but it might not be, just because they could change it. What up, Jimmy? What's going on? Alright, see you. Let's go back down. Next up, we have Otto, who says, I'm thinking of getting either Sugawara SP or Osamu SP for my quick attack team. Interesting. Suga is a block type player. If I'm going for Osamu, should I change my setter to Atsumu and change Hinata to somebody that you will recommend? So Osamu SP. So that would be here, right? Okay, so you have Kuro Tsukishima for blocks. You have Kenma. Excuse me. You have Kenma, Hinata, Kageyama.
The internet.
For this team, you don't need both of these guys. I know technically both of them have a bond with him, but should I change my setter to Atsumu and change Hinata? I'm confused, because are you talking about this team or this team? Because this team, I think it might be this team he's talking about. I would say don't pull Atsumu, but if you did pull Atsumu, But your Kageyama is 21k. I would say don't pull the Atsumu. If you're gonna pull an Atsumu, wait for the SP one. And then just go SP, Atsumu, Osamu here. You have these two here, you have these two here. You know what I mean? So that's what I would do. So skip the UR Atsumu. Pull both SP twins. Put them here. Don't put the Kageyama. And then you'll have those two twins. You have these two Sakura. You have these two fireworks. And then you have Nishinoya left over. So in terms of a team rating, this is a pretty good team. The only thing you're really missing is probably Komori here. Also, yeah, Bokuto on the bench, but you have Tanaka, I guess, for the school bond. Your team rating is 130k now. I would consider... I mean, they're both almost 70. Maybe leave it. So maybe, yeah, just go... I would say if you pull the Komori rebanner, then you can replace Tanaka with Bokuto, but that's neither here nor there. I'll give you a... 7.5? It's close to an 8. Maybe like a 7.8. Next up, we got Sharpener, who says, I'm thinking about changing my team from power to quick, and what URSP should I attempt? So you want to be quick. That means you need 3 quick attack type players, because you only have Kageyama right now. So in terms of characters to target, in the SSR Select Recruit, I would get the SSR Hinata for sure. And then you would have to do the rest off of other middle blockers. So you don't have the UR Kuro. So there's the SSR Tsukishima. So if you get Tsukishima and Hinata, at the very least you also get the school bond on top of that. The only thing is, by changing from a power to a quick attack team, you're dropping a lot of UR characters. Like Akashi would come out for Hinata. So that's SSR for SSR, that's fine. You already have a setter in Kageyama. And then you would have to drop like Ushijima for, I don't know, Tsukishima. And then you have to drop Hirugami for like the practice Kuro. You know what I mean? Or like a Washio. Like, I don't even know if Washio is a quick attack type. He might not even be. He might just be blocked. You know what I mean? So it's like, in terms of your options right now, because you missed the UR Kuro, it's not looking great. You would have to get like Lev, and like I said, that's a lot of downgrading in my opinion to get a different team type. So in my opinion, I wouldn't do it, but if you were still committed to doing it, you would have to get the SSR Hinata for sure and the SSR Tsukishima, and then left over you would have to get like a Lev or an Ione. But again, I just don't like that look for this team. But if that's what you want to do, that's pretty much your only option. Because the Euro Kuro, I don't think it's coming back, at least anytime soon. So in terms of team rating, this team I would give it a 8 out of 10. Kageyama's kind of out of place here, but the rest of the team is really good. Maybe it's a 7.8 as well. Next up we have Wasser, who says, I'm free to play and try my best. Okay, so he went... Nick says, oh, have you seen the new Kenma SP artwork on JP server? Yeah, we talked about it at the beginning of the stream. Basically just being like, there's a new SP Kenma coming out. I really hope it's just like an artwork thing, maybe, that changes the current SP Kenma, and maybe its stats and stuff like that. But I don't know. At that point, it's just you just make a new SP Kenma, which I think is what is happening. Which is not great. They're making an SP Lev. That's fantastic. You have Yaku right there. We only have one SP Libero. Make a SP Yaku. But they didn't do that. Which makes me upset. Makes me upset. Okay, so he went from a... okay, what the heck's going on here? So he has... these three, which is nice. You have these two, and then you have these two. Okay, so it's Inarizaki mixed with other guys, and then on this one he dropped the Kita Fukuro, and he asked if this is better. No, it's not better. So the reason why I say that is because of this. You have no team type. You need a team type. And looking at this team, the one you first post, you have only two quick attack type players. You have 1, 2 blocks. You have 1, 2, 3 receives, and you have 1, 2 power. So you're not even close on anything. And when I mean close, that usually just means 1 away. But you're 2 away on everything. And then you brought in the Kuro for the Kita, which almost worked-ish, not really. Because now you have 1, 2, 3 quicks. Then you have 1, 2, 3 blocks. You still have your 3 receives. 1, 2. Oh no, you went down from 3 receives to 2, which is fine. And then power is still 1. So the only thing is, looking at your bench. I know Bokuto is like it looks like your favorite character, or at the very least the character you invested the most in. You need another quick attack type player, so maybe you would swap out Hirugami. Actually, what I would have done here is use this team, but take out Hirugami for Suna. 1, 2. No, never mind, that doesn't work. You need to do this. You need to do this team and then take Hirugami out for Suna. That's the only change you need to do. I know you're losing 4,000 in team rating plus the duo bone, which kind of sucks. But what I would do is I would start investing in your Suna a little bit, like his potential, his memory. Try to get him similar to this Hirugami, and then have him start. That way you have a team type, because right now you're weak to all 4 of these. But then if you have Suna in, you actually have a quick attack type team with the twins plus Kuro and Suna, that's 4. If you want to be a block team, you have 1, 2, 3 right now, so maybe take out the Bokuto for Suna, then you can be a block type team. So I would say the first one though, because Hirugami and Suna are closer in team rating, or sorry, player rating. And yeah, that's pretty much the only change you need to make in terms of your current team. So in terms of a team rating, with the team specialty type, I do take that into account. I'll give this team I think with a team type, like if you put Suna in here, this team's probably an 8.5. So no Suna, but you still have the duo bond. Yeah, I think I'll just give it like an 8. Maybe a 7.5, 7.8, somewhere in that range, but you definitely need to make that change. Because it is annoying being weak to every single type of team, because if you're like 125k, you're going up against a team that's 125k. 15% is, what is this, 12.5 is 10%, and then half of that is like, let's just say 6, so 18,000. So realistically your team's actually at like 107, so 107,000 going against another 125k team, you know what I mean? So hopefully I did that math right. Next up we have Dig. So is Dig in the chat still? They should be really giving SSR players SP upgrades. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah. Even the URs that they've been giving SP characters, like, I'm fine with it because it's a new team type. But I'm like, or not team type, new rarity type. But like, SPs to SPs, what are we doing? All right, so Dig is here, and you put this today. Nice. So you said, hello, love your videos. Thank you very much. I'll get Hinata, which you did. And probably will get Kuro out of the team. If I can, I'll get Nishino in the future. What character do you recommend? And then you said going for this in the future. So you got the Hinata already. But thinking about Kurai and Hirugami SP. So the thing is with Kurai and Hirugami is they're actually really good. Especially Kurai, because he has all 4 team type tags. So at that point, you would probably replace the Kageyama for Kurai. Hirugami, maybe you don't need Hirugami at that point, but definitely Kurai. Is the only thing I would change there. Should I get Kuro out for Tendo? Is that this team? Tendo doesn't make sense unless you're getting Ushijima. And oh no, actually wait, does Kuro have bond with the SP twins? They did it so weird. I think they split them up, right? So I think Ushijima has a bond with Oikawa Iwaizumi, and then Tendo has a bond with the twins. I don't know why they did that. Tendo's only good with them. Yeah, so weird. Anyways, I would say no, because you have Kuro and Tsukishima already. You know what I mean? If you didn't have these two in this team, then it would definitely be worth bringing Tendo in. But because you don't, because you do, Tendo is not really necessary here. And then because you already have a setter, you don't need Kageyama here, even though he provides a buff to Hinata. Hinata will be fine by himself. And then you bring in the Kurai, who is just... he is just good at everything. So that's what I would do personally. If you want to stick to the kind of duo bonds route, then I would probably keep this team the same. Or at the very least, if you're going to bring in Tendo for the trio bond, just replace the Kageyama again. Hopefully that makes sense. So this is your current team, and you're getting Nishinoya tomorrow. So good luck on your pulls. Hopefully you pull him, relatively soon, so you can save your diamonds. So you have the 4, right? Twins and Hinata, Kageyama, and then you have Kuro as your main blocker, which is good. You have Kita as a receiver. God damn, 22k. That boy is strong. So I'm interested. I'm intrigued. Who comes in for your libero? Why is there a delay? Why is there a delay? Stream setting. It is ultra. What the heck? Anyways, I'm using the setters for the libero. Right. Okay. So the thing is with Kageyama and Hinata's ability, or their duo bond, they need to be on the court at the same time. I think that counts as when the libero takes them out. Atsumu does the serve, and then if the ball comes back over, you do the free quick, and then point goes out, you would do a serve again. Hinata and Kita receives for the meantime, and then the next point, if you lose it, rotation happens. Kita goes into the front, Hinata's still in the back, and then Akaji comes in for Atsumu, and then Osamu rotates in the back. And then, yeah, no, that works. Okay, no, I was just going through it in my head. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay, cool beans. So what did you want to talk about? So you wanted the Nishinoya. That makes, I mean, yeah, because you don't have Komori, you don't have Sakuza. Nishinoya is just the clear upgrade. You do lose the team bond, but again, at this point, your team's 147. I would start focusing on things like duo bonds. And having Kita here works with the twins, so that's fine. Bringing Nishinoya, that's also fine. 1, 2. You're actually 1 away from a receive type team as well. So do you have any plans on what to do after, or is that what you're asking me? On Twitch, we have Imert, who says, if I go for the Kurai rebanner, would I be able to get enough diamonds for SB, Suki, and Kuro? The Kurai rebanner happens right as Bokuto comes out? January 28th. So right here. Yeah, Kurai rebanner. So he comes out here. Yeah, assuming you don't spend like a shit ton on the Kurai rebanner, you should be able to get Kuro Tsukishima. The plan is the team that I send there with the SP twins. And then you keep the SSR Kita. That's fine. I think the only thing at that point is you might want to consider getting the Kuro Tsukishima SPs here. And then you keep these two, and then you upgrade the SPs here, and then the SP Nishinoya. Oh, that is what you're doing. Lol. Okay. So yeah, I think you're fine. I think just continue down the path you're going. That list sure seems useful. I'm sure the person who posted is pretty tall and handsome. Well, we'll never know. Yeah, so yeah, just go down the path that you're going. I don't think there's anything that you're doing wrong at this point. And you're getting all your guys to level 80. Your Kita's at 22k. Like, you're doing everything right, essentially. I guess the only thing that's lacking is your Kuro from really having your team rating up there, but I don't think I would upgrade your Kuro for now, because if you're planning on getting Kuro Tsukishima anyways, you might as well save your XP that you would use on him on the SP one. Other than that, you're chilling. So in terms of team rating, I will give you is it a 9? I'll give you an 8.8 out of 10. I think you bring in Nishinoya here, it's like a 9. No, I'll give you, shit. I'll give you like a 8.8. You bring in Nishinoya, it's like a 9.2. I know I'm getting very specific now. I don't usually do this. And then Kuro Tsukishima will make it a 10. And then your twins SP can, I don't know if I'll go above 10. It'll be a 10 plus. Alright, so I won't at you because you're in the stream. What time is this? 2:46. Let's keep it moving. Next up, we got Histrio Nick, who says, please rate my team. I started playing a couple of weeks ago during Ushijima Hirugami banner. I've also been eyeing the SP Hinata. Is he worth it? For your team, yeah, I mean, I guess. You could bring him in for the Tsukishima. The only thing is, he's gone now. So if you did get him, great. If you didn't get him, it's not the end of the world. You have the UR Kageyama. You could get the SSR Hinata instead, which will still be worth it. You don't really need Kenma either. So I would plan maybe Beach Trio for these three. Or these three, maybe. Or you can go Kuro Tsukishima for these two. And just go Bokuto Akashi for these two. I think the Nishinoya would actually be pretty good for your team. Or maybe the Komori rebanner instead. I just prefer Komori because he has the dual bond with Sakuza, and then on top of that, he provides more of a buff to your team, whereas Nishinoya is like really good for like giving himself buffs and stuff like that. That's what I think. But you're doing pretty good if you just started recently. So in terms of a team rating, I think I'll still give you like a 7.8. I'll give you a 7.5 actually. Just change the libero and maybe it becomes like an 8. Gotta fire through these. I've been on these for way too long. Alright, so we got this guy who says, what can I do? I want a good team with the Mia twins. Well, with the Mia twins, you want Kita. You have Kita. Nice. Now you want to be a quick attack type team. You are not that. Not nice. So you need one more quick attack tagged player, and on your bench, oh my goodness. The only one you have are Lev, Kageyama on the reserves. Oh, you have Hinata. Do you have the York Kageyama? No, right? You haven't upgraded him though. So I would say probably just bring in Tsukishima for Kita. Try to upgrade your Tsukishima's memory and potentials to get it around 10k. bring in the Tsukishima for Kita, and then when the game starts, you sub him out for Kita. So you still get the trio bound. In terms of a team rating, because you have no line of specialty, I will give you a 7.5 out of 10. Alright, next up. Is 10k too much? 10k diamonds, and then depending on your UR pity, you should be able to get the Korai pretty easily. Hopefully you just get him like earlier than, you know, expected. But I think for 2 SP characters back to back, to be safe, you probably want your SP pity to be around 100, and then you want to have 15k diamonds. Because I'm at 15k diamonds, that's 100 tickets. And then if you're at 100, their memories would be difficult though. Plus the rewards you get, so you'll probably get around another 10 to 15 per banner. Yeah, their memories might be difficult to get though. That's the only thing. Dante says, I'm going to be ready for SP Nishinoya tomorrow. I have 20k gems and 15 tickets, so good luck to you, Mr. Dante. Liam says, yo, when do you think you reach like the more recent ones? So the plan, so for live streams, I guess I'll throw in Jovin's question in here as well. How many reviews do you do per stream, or do you just vibe it out? So for streams, it's just straight vibes, but I go in chronological order. So I'm going from Tuesday, December 23rd upwards to the most recent date. In terms of YouTube videos, that one I choose like more recent ones, but I mix it up. So, like I did this person's, that was January 6th, scroll down, January 5th, scroll down, January 3rd, but as you can see, I'm leaving some in between as well. So YouTube videos, I kind of just pick and choose because I do want to have a theme that I can put in the title and thumbnail. So I try my best to do that. But for streams, it's straight vibes. We just go. Who would you say is better on their own, Kuro or Tsukishima's SP? That's a good question. I don't think I've ever thought about that. I've always thought of them together. I want to say Kuro, but I haven't done too much of a deep dive into like them individually. Because every team I've seen them in, they're like together. Because mine is like around January 7th, so yours is probably, yeah, yours is one of the newer ones. So that would be one of these ones. What's your name? Liam Wind? I don't know if that's your same Discord name. Probably not. But anyways, I'll get to it eventually. The plan is for me to be completely caught up. What's the date today? Today's January 20th. The plan is to be completely caught up by, when is this? So we're here right now. Yeah, I want to be caught up by February 18th, which it's been difficult for me the last week because I've been like feeling not well. But with 2 YouTube videos plus the streams per week, the streams I get through like 20 typically. YouTube videos I do around 10. At least that's like my minimum I try to go for. So that's 10, 20, that's 40 per week. We are around 60 right now, I think, or something like that. So I should be able to comfortably do it by the end of, or by the start of Bokuto's. But ideally, I want to try to aim for like February 1st, somewhere around here. But definitely before Bokuto. And then once that happens, I'll reopen it up so you can guys submit more. GTD, so you're right here. So I'll try to get to it as soon as I can. I mean, you could argue that all the ones I'm doing right now are irrelevant because of how behind I am, but
Internet.
I still want to give people a chance because people, like 90% of people have only submitted their teams once, And so I do want to get to all of those ones. For the people, like, I know, for example, let's see. There's somebody who dropped theirs like twice recently. Like, here's another one that's a trainer dude. He was twice. I think Noah, we kind of did one. He was in the general chat. He just had a quick question. This one I might have done twice. So there's Drop as well, Toby. So I know there's a couple people who put their teams twice, which I don't really like, but because I've been so far behind, it kind of forces people to, if that makes sense. Even though ideally what I think I'll announce this in the next, like, or in the YouTube video or stream when I reopen the thread, is if I am behind, don't make a new post in the thread, just respond in your own thread, because I'll still go and see it. For example, like, they posted this on December 23rd, and then today they didn't realize that they deleted their image, so then they reposted their image. You know what I mean? So, like, I would rather you do this than make a new post, because then I have to think to myself, did I already do it? Did I not do it? You know what I mean? And I want to give everybody a fair opportunity. So, because what I do in YouTube videos is, if this is the case, for example, I'll read this, right? And then I'll show this. So even though this was originally done on the 23rd, maybe edited today, but that's fine. And then I would show this. So that's typically what I do. So hopefully it's a little bit cleaner. Again, this is the first time I've done anything like this. So it's really just it's also a big trial run, I guess you could say. Would I be able to get Sakuza's Rebanner, SP Kuro, and then Oikawa Trio after? I have like 20k gems, 10 UR tickets, 50 SP tickets, and both around 150. Sakuza Rebanner with 10 UR tickets, 20,000, and 100 pity. So you would, worst case scenario, you would drop down to around 10 on Sakuza. Kuro, then Oikawa. 50 SP tickets though. You could probably get the Kuro then, and then let's just say you're still around 10,000, and then 10,000 for the Oikawa Trio. So probably not the Oikawa Trio. You would probably be able to get like one of Oikawa pretty comfortably, and then maybe the Iwaizumi, but I don't know if you'll be able to pick up Ushijima. Yovan says, how long do you think this game will last? That's a good question. I want to say, like, so I was feeling pretty optimistic, but now that they're re-releasing SP characters, like the SP Kenma that is out right now for us has been replaced by another SP Kenma, you know what I mean? So now that that's happening, I'm not really hopeful. If I'm being totally honest, like, you have so many other characters that you could put instead. So I think, like, I don't know, there's a couple ways. Like, they could just like grind it out and still have like a fan base, and the game will last another 2-3 years. Or what will happen is the fan base will slowly stop playing the game because of the irrelevant SP characters, and, you know, maybe repetitive game modes, and then at that point they might just shut it down themselves. I don't know. I do think that they're making a decent amount of money though, so they probably will just like ride it out. In terms of interest, that might die faster than we thought. So Liam, I don't know what the hell's going on with my YouTube chat. It's like not refreshing. But Liam says, if I can read this, I'm ranked quite high in all modes though, some decent rewards. So at least there's that. And then Ryan says, yo, what's going on? And then Liam says, bro, there needs to come an SP Kageyama. So I don't know what they're going to do with the Tachiyama and Kageyama, because they have SP stats. So are they going to release them as SPs with higher stats than the SPs, or are they going to release them with the same stats as the UR? Doesn't make sense to me. So we'll see what they do. All right, it's 2:59. So let's do this MK Texas, and that'll be the last one for the stream. So he says, I just started playing free to play, but I don't know what to get. I'm thinking about getting Oikawa and Ushijima, or should I stay for the Beach Trio? Should I also try to get some URs? Tachiyama or Kamameda? So, You attach this. So as a free-to-play player, this is going to be very difficult to get because this is 4 SP banners in a row, I think, maybe, and then depends on the twins when the twins come out, and then on top of that you get Karai and Hirugami straight after. So you might have to get some of these on their rebanners, and in that case it's definitely possible. Or if you're like hardcore saving right now, like you're not picking up any URs in the meantime, then it could be possible. Like you're not picking up any SSRs, any SSR memories. Like you're literally like, when you get to this point, you have like 60,000 diamonds. You might be able to do it. So it depends on how hardcore you are at saving. But I guess it's possible. But that means you would pretty much be with this team for a very long time, and it's gonna stunt your progression in the game. That's the only issue. I'm planning on getting Aaron and Yaku. So Yaku would make sense. I would definitely get Yaku here. Aaron, not so much. But yeah, you could get Yaku and then just thug it out, I guess. Oh wait, you don't have a setter. You have a block type team, so 1, 2, 3, 4. You need a setter, dude. So you might want to pick up the SP Sugawara, maybe? Aaron is goated for club contests though. If you have duped Aaron, you know what I mean? If you have duped Aaron and you have the right potentials and stuff like that, then yeah, of course. But other than that, he's all right. So yeah, just try to, I don't know, you can only get this if you start saving now and you literally don't pick up any other character other than your Yaku. So if you're willing to grind it out like that, then sure. But in terms of URs in the meantime, Tachiyama is definitely worth it because they have SP stats. But then you getting Yaku would be irrelevant here. You would have to replace Yaku with Komori. Karai is definitely good because from the Kamen Meta duo. Karai is definitely good because he gives you another 3 types. So he is power, block, and receive. So there's that. But yeah, it really depends how patient you want to be. So in terms of team rating, you are a block type team. You don't have a setter though. That's the only thing that's kind of throwing me off here. Like, who's setting for your team? Your libero? So I will give you a 5.5 out of 10. All right. So MK. Alright, so that is going to be it for the stream. So thank you guys for being here. If you haven't already, make sure you click subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch, click like on the stream. Iceborne says I would like them to put new characters in the game, for example Kiryu. I'm assuming Kiryu would come out after the special episode with Fukurodani, and he would probably be a UR character. So that's my prediction anyways. But yeah, that's it for the stream. So thank you guys for being here. We will be live again tomorrow. I just don't know when tomorrow. So if you are in the Discord, what I do is in this section here, so the live stream. So if you do join the Discord, you can opt into live stream notifications, and then I will add the live stream when we're going live. So I will do it here tomorrow, or at the very least, I'll try to do it today actually. I'll send out a message, and then new content as well. You'll get the YouTube link for when the streams happen. So make sure you join the Discord, make sure you tune in or select the new content and live stream notifications, and you will find out when we'll be live tomorrow.
Internet.
Alrighty, so thank you guys for being here, and like always, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.